Hello, welcome back to my channel, Dodie Like Jody, where we talk about the art of reselling. I have been reselling for about 5 years and recently started on YouTube to try to maybe share some of my knowledge and what I've learned over the years of this little reselling gig. I resell part-time. I am retired, and so this is what I do for fun, and hopefully you'll learn something and we can enjoy some time together. So I'm just gonna, this is a what sold for the last week. So I usually do Monday through Sunday. So this is last Monday through yesterday. This is Monday again. So I didn't include today's sales. I will be looking down at my computer as I walk through these, as I click the next button. So I have them pulled up and ready to go. So let's just start, huh? Okay, this first one, really good sale. Vintage 60s Maikai Hawaiian shirt, orange hibiscus floral bark cloth. So I found this and another dress, and then the dress that actually matches this men's shirt in the costume section of a yard sale, hanging up where they were doing costumes. And so they were $1 each. And I already sold a beautiful bark cloth along with the purple flowers. I had that on a what sold a couple weeks ago. I still have the women's bark cloth that goes with this one. It is gorgeous, and I am shocked it hasn't sold yet. But this one, this shirt, men's shirt, sold overseas buyer to Germany, and it sold for $50. Let me just make sure. $50. Yes, correct. $50 from $1. And it sold in about 5 weeks. The purple bark cloth dress, and hopefully you understand what bark cloth is once you feel it. It's a real thick, like thick cotton woven. Um, that one sold like in 3 days. And the dress that goes with this is still available. So hopefully that sells soon. All right. The next thing. So if you watched my high-end yard sale haul that I did just last week, I believe, you will see 3 dresses from that haul that have sold already. As a reminder, I paid $20 each. I bulk bought from a high-end, almost all new with tags or new without tags, beautiful high-end clothing. And so, yeah, so I spent $550 and I'm already over half of that with 3 sales, and I have 27 items. So that's exciting. This beautiful Tuckernuck tan crocheted collier dress, size large, new without tags, sold on eBay for $80. So I have 20 into it. It sold for 80. So, and it took a week and a half to sell. And I have watchers on almost everything that I have listed so far. So that's exciting. This little Lulu Energy bra, women's for black strappy crossback yoga free to be. I will always pick up these if they're in really good condition, and this sold for $20 on eBay. I got this at a church sale and everything was $1. So, okay. This next free people cargo wide leg blue pants jeans large baggy. I listed these 2 days ago and they sold yesterday, so that was pretty exciting. I paid $3 for these at a yard sale and they sold for $32.76. Can't beat that. All right, next, Knox Rose beautiful burgundy velour sweater, tie shoulder, size medium. I bought this, I don't even know how long ago, probably 3 years ago. And, when I just thought it looked cool and it was velour and I would buy it and it would sell. And it never did. And I actually kind of forgot about it. I think I had pulled it and then it was not listed. And so I relisted it. And I think I got an offer for $12.87, which I did accept. I actually think I sent an offer. I think I had it listed for 15 and I did a percentage off, and someone finally bought it, so it's headed to its new home. I'm really glad about that. I now am very, very particular on Knox Rose, but I do sell a lot of Knox Rose. I just choose to do larger sizes, nicer fabrics, really boho. So Knox Rose doesn't always sell, but it often does. Okay, these are so cool. So I got this and another one you'll see that sold on Poshmark. You'll see when we get to that. But this Chick-fil-A cropped sweatshirt sold in a day for $24.96 on eBay. I paid $1 for this last week at 2 weeks ago at my dollar day at my little local thrift. This and another one that you'll see soon. So I thought, well, maybe they'll sell. Yeah, they sold for good money and really quickly. So can't beat that. All right, this is another one of the dresses from the high-end yard sale that I purchased. This is a Gretchen Scott floral, bold, multicolor, everywhere shirt dress, stretch, size medium. This was basically new without tags. I did not say that. I said pre-owned in excellent condition. It was beautiful. So remember I paid $20 for that, and it did sell for $45. So more than doubled my money on that one. I'll take it. You remember I recently listed the end of what I had bought out of a big Department 56 lot, and this sold new in box Department 56 Seasons Bay Garden Fountain. Had a bunch of little pieces to it. It hadn't been used. It hadn't even been unwrapped. And that did sell for $23.80. All right, here's another tucker neck dress. So now I'm thinking I'm going to show you the one that sold the week prior because I forgot to show that to you in the last video. So 4 total, but this is amazing. This is a tucker neck Jackie dress, smoke and mirrors, tweed, metallic, gold, black, size large, new with tags. Absolutely to die for. It sold for $105.30 on eBay. Really beautiful. So 4 of the 27 have sold. As they sell, I think when I get to half of them sold, I'll give you a tally of what I've made. And then when we get them all sold, I'll give you the tally of what I made then. Okay, set of 2 Aria blue floral sleeveless cotton knit nightgowns 2X. I always pick things up like this on the dollar day at my local thrift store if I can lot things up. So I wouldn't have listed one of these, but when there was 2 and they were coordinating and they were both 2X and both in excellent condition, I went ahead and purchased these. So I have $2 into them and they sold for $27.46 on eBay. Lotting things up is always really good. I just got 2, I think they're LL Bean fisherman shirts. One's orange, one's green. Like new condition. I'm going to lot those up and get those listed. So it's things like that really lot up well. So always consider that if you see 2 of something or more, consider lotting them up. This next thing, 1988, Department 56 North Pole Series Chapel. I had 3 of these in that bulk buyout. I think I'm down to 1 now. This was the second one that sold, and it sold for $14. So I have 1 left on that. Did I get everything on eBay? I believe that's all eBay. Moving on to Poshmark. I had good sales on Poshmark this week. These Athleta striped pants, elastic leg, silky, elastic waist, green, black pleats, pockets. I have had these listed for at least a year. No likes, no anything. And then they sold this week for $17. I think that I got these at a yard sale last summer. Not this summer, but the summer before. Yeah, I'm a lot more picky now with what I buy in Athleta. Okay, this little Boden pink floral long sleeve, round neck, soft midi shift dress, women's 16 regular. I guess I had this listed too high. I honestly thought this was beautiful. I thought it would sell way quicker than it did. I put it on my mannequin. I showed close-ups. I just thought it was beautiful and it just didn't sell. I had this listed for probably 9 months and got an offer on Poshmark for $18 and was happy to take it. I did pay $3 for this at the $3 day at my thrift shop. All right, here's the dress that I talked about in the last What Sold and forgot to show you. So this is a tucker neck, black bow, mini Jamie dress, size large, women's, new with tags, cream sequence, A-line. So I showed you, I just popped a picture up, but I really wanted to show you the details on this dress, especially this neckline. This was all sequins. So it was just beautiful. And it was listed for $170. It sold for $150, and I made $130. And it's already been received and received good feedback. So yeah, so I wanted to show you those details. All right, I don't buy a lot of Judy Blue to resell. I buy a lot of Judy Blue to wear. I love them. They somehow fit my body. And so I often will keep them. These aren't my size or my style. I don't do really well with flare legs, but I knew that they would sell. So these were $1 2 weeks ago at the dollar sale. I listed them. They sold in 4 days for $29 on Poshmark. So that's fun. I always love these dollar into something near 30. That's my goal. Patagonia Cinchilla men's vest, full zip, gray blue fleece zip, pockets, extra large. Typical Patagonia Cinchilla men's vest, extra large, had everything going for it. Had it listed for $34, got an offer of $29, was happy to accept on Poshmark. This was a lot of ties. So 3 Looney Tunes ties, Kenneth Cole ties, and then just a mix lot. So they bundled it all. It sold for $30. I made $22.40. It sold for $28. I made $22.40. Just trying to get ties out of here. I have a ton of them. Well, I don't anymore. I have maybe 15 or less now. So selling the ties this year. These ties have been listed forever. Like a year and a half, 2 years. But they're selling now. All right, this little Ann Taylor women's black skirt, shining square, lined, size 14, career, cocktail, excellent used condition. I've had it listed forever. I marked almost all of my summer pencil, summer, career, any of the above of those on clearance on Poshmark, anywhere between $8 and $11. And this one sold by itself for $8. So the poor lady paid shipping of almost the same price, but she got a good deal. So getting rid of those skirts. Same thing with my sandals. Anything that was summer driven on my sandals, I marked down. So these Skechers Synergy Good Vibe Women's Rainbow Stretch Woven Mary Jane shoes, sandals, 9.5. I marked them down to 13 and they sold. So that was the goal of getting my summer stuff out of here and sold and on to where I can purchase new things. Both that skirt and these, according to my records, I paid $2 for each of them. So not great money, but clearing them out, and now I've got that money to reinvest, and that's the goal, right? All right, Fear of God Essentials, light gray. I put gray in both because I think people search different on that. Short sleeve women's t-shirt, size small. This was like a really thick t-shirt. Some Fear of God sells really well. This Essentials Fear of God basic tee, I think I had it listed for $28. And I sent an offer of $22 and they accepted. So it's good to have that going out of here. I paid $3 for that at a yard sale. This vintage Kenneth Michael Brown wool newsboy men's hat size large, made in USA, was in really good condition. I did have this marked at 30 because I really thought I'd get closer to 30. And I marked it down to 25 and I got an offer for 15. I had had it for a long time. This came out of an estate sale probably 2 years ago, like a bundle of hats that I got. I think I maybe had 50 cents into it. So I accepted the $15 offer and sent it on to its new home. All right, vintage Brandywine cotton prairie nightgown maxi dress lace trim pockets cottagecore. This is all the rage, and I'm excited to show a haul I got from a church sale a couple of weeks ago. I have 3 different vintage nightgowns with the robes that I'll show you in my next haul video that I'm making this week, but they sell, guys. They're in right now. So Depop, I definitely have them listed on Depop. This one I had listed for 28. It sold for 23 on Poshmark. It was just let me see if I can find you a better picture of like the front. See, it's just super baby doll. I've switched out my background now to a really beautiful like matte sheet, so my pictures are better. But yeah, so anyway, this was a great sale, $23. This was from a church sale. I find these at church sales all the time. The 3 that I'm going to show you in the haul video this week, all from a church sale, $1. So can't beat that. This little Anthropologie sparrow knit sweater skirt mohair cashmere blend, old money cozy. I thought this would sell for a lot more. It's an old Anthropologie, so sparrow. I don't think Anthropologie does sparrow anymore. Let me see if I can show you here was the tag. So I'm not like super up on every Anthropologie brand, but I do know that this was sold at Anthropologie. So I had this listed for like $32, and I think I marked it down to 28, and somebody sent me a $16 offer, and I accepted it. I had no interest in it, no likes. So when that happens, I'm ready to get rid of it. And it was $1 at a church sale. All right. This was beautiful. This is a Pact organic cotton sleeveless midi dress with cutout back. Let me see if I can show that to you. Where is it? There it is. There's the cutout back. Extra small resort cruise beach. I had this listed for 42. I got an offer of 34 and I was happy to accept. I paid $1 at my Dollar Day for that. And I have a Dollar Day tomorrow, so I'm really excited. I'll do another haul video for you guys on what I get then. All right, this was a bundle of some really old merchandise that I probably wouldn't buy anymore. Here's a Renfrew dark brown women's 90s blazer, size medium, lined zip front, USA vintage old money. I had it listed for 20. And then I had these Liverpool women's jeans, cropped, skinny, just not the thing that people really want right now. And so somebody offered me 20 for the 2 of these, and I accepted. So my earnings were 16 for both, so 8 for each. And these were listed so long ago. I don't know what I had into them, but I believe I got them both at the bins. So when they're from the bins, they're $1.75-ish a piece. So still made my money back plus some, and can buy some new stuff at tomorrow's sale. All right, here's the other Chick-fil-A. This cracks me up. I mean, these just sold so fast. This sold for $28. I had it listed for $28. This was a full price offer within 2 days on Poshmark of this Chick-fil-A little quarter zip, pullover. So again, these were $1 at the dollar sale. So watch for Chick-fil-A stuff. It sells. A lot of times, like I've sold Taco Bell shirts. I've sold, I think I sold a Burger King hat. So things like that sell. Just watch for them. This I got at an estate sale, so I paid $2 for it. I got a bundle of things, 5 things at this estate sale for $10. One of them you'll see here soon. Hopefully it will be sold soon, but it was a vintage gunny sack dress. But this was part of that 5 for $10. Vintage Faded Glory denim shirt, men's large, extra large, blue long sleeve Western Y2K cowboy. And I had it listed for 18, got an offer for 15, and was happy to accept with $2 into it. It's Faded Glory, guys. I mean, vintage Faded Glory, but it sold. All right. That's it for that. And so the last thing I have is this one sale on Depop this week. Last week I had 2. The week before that I had none. This week I had 1. And I gotta start paying more attention to my Depop closet. I need to start like relisting and refreshing and all those kind of things. I just haven't taken the time to do that. If you're on Depop, you might want to think about doing that. You might also want to boost. I have it set up to where anything that I list, it just automatically boosts that 8%, and that seems to help. But, slow sales this week. I did sell this Amana Woolen Mills men's cream extra large fisherman's sweater, wool blend, heavy knit for, let's see, I don't think it sold for 46. I think it sold for 35.10. So that one was also at a church sale, and I believe I paid $2 for sweaters at that one. So not too shabby. So that's it for the what sold for this week. I hope that you enjoyed just hanging out with me. I hope that maybe you're learning some things that you might not have known. That's always the goal. Feel free to leave comments if there's anything I can improve, if you wish I did something different, if you tell me what you want to see. I'd be happy to give it a shot. So I just really appreciate you spending time watching my YouTube channel. It's been so much fun to start trying to grow this thing and do what I love to do every day. Anyway, hit the thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to know when I put out a new video. And have the most wonderful day.